In this video, we're going to discuss our mode dial here. We can either be in complete automatic settings with these, or we can come in and make adjustments to our camera very specifically, how much we want to with manual, control everything to certain amount of degrees of control with the camera in these few. But we're going to start out with the total automatic settings, which are down here, go through them, and then we will go through these. So right now we're in the green box, which is complete automatic. Your flash will fire when it wants to and there's not enough light. But beware that if you photograph someone in front of a window, the camera will see that bright light from the window and not pop the flash. Or if the flash is up, it may not fire. It should not fire, actually, seriously. It should not fire. And your person will be dark, your subject will be dark, but you'll have a great picture of whatever's outside that window. The next one is the same automatic setting, except that the flash will not fire. So everything is again automatic. All you do is zoom, all you do is focus, take the picture, camera. So if you're in a museum, it will help you with low light photography a little bit. I don't trust it all that much. I've only used it maybe once or twice, and I've seen it used only once or twice. I'd rather have people do a different setting and go in there and be a little more specific, and then they raise their success levels in class. The next one is your custom settings. So if you are in a specific situation, you can adjust your settings to your camera, flip the switch, and have it always be in that setting. And I'd have you consult the book. I can make another video on that. Don't really use this one that much because I'm always changing my ISO and other things on the fly, depending on where I'm shooting and how my lighting is changing. But you can keep that in mind, this setting, if you're in a very specific situation like hockey or something, you're in that arena and you're always photographing there, so you can have a quick set go-to setting on the camera to help make your life a little bit easier. The next one is portrait. Your flash will fire, and if you're in low light, your flash also should not fire on the outside, but this is meant to give you a blurred background so your people stand out nicely in your photo. It is soft, it's not very drastic, it depends upon your lens, but it's a starting point for you. There are better settings to use to help you get even more of a blurred background, but this is good for people. Then we have our landscape, which is our little mountain mode. Your flash will not fire here. It's meant to give you clarity from your subject, wherever it is, distance-wise, to your camera, out to the way far back infinity distance, whether it's mountains or a pretty scene, a waterway, whatever the case is, it's going to give you everything clear. But again, do not expect that flash to fire with this one. Your close-up setting, your tulip setting, where your tulip symbol, your flash will fire here. It is meant for you to zoom in nice and close and get physically close to your subject and fill the frame. So when you're in the dark or you're under a shadow or something, or your light is low, your flash will most likely pop and fire. And if you have a light colored flower, it will wash it out, guaranteed. So be careful on that. If you're using a dark purple petunia and it's in low light, that flash will be able to handle and help out and light that deep colored purple petunia or purple color or dark colored red, anything like that as a subject. But again, do beware, because most likely you're going to wash out your subjects because it's going to lighten your oranges and your yellows and your greens, and you're really going to see that harsh. So there's another setting in the camera that's much, much better than this. You have your little sports setting. So what happens with this is the camera will focus quickly. You won't hear the beep that you're normally used to. And as long as you keep your finger down on the button here, the camera will go click, 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 click to take the photo. So you can keep up with your action. You can point the camera toward your subject and follow your subject along and stop the motion. Do use this outside exclusively. If you do use it indoors, do always test it. It's based on the model. Your subject indoors could be dark and stopped, or your subject could be bright and well exposed, but yet blurred. So as a rule of thumb, keep it to outside, and do watch your light and do test it if you try it. Inside here, if we were to hit our Q button or we spin our dial here, this will give you other scene settings in the camera. So it's automatic, like candlelight, snow, sunset. There's probably at least, I think, about 10 to 15 in there. Also, the ones that you see up on top here, will be in that scene setting also. So you do have some more automatic, but they give you the main ones right up here that you would use pretty much on a daily basis. So now we've done all the automatic settings. I'm going to spin the dial back to P here. So the way they have this designed is you have your choice of being an automatic, staying on the automatic side and turning it this way, or starting from automatic and starting to go into your semi-automatic to full manual settings here. So you're kind of in the middle of the road where you can spin it one direction or the other. So I had to kind of work my way back. So in P is program, based on if you decide to use your flash, depending on your ISO, and there's another setting, exposure compensation, to make your pictures brighter. Based on your selections of those three, including all or any of them, the camera will pick the rest of the settings, which are your lens opening and your shutter speed. So you don't have to worry about everything. It can adjust your lighting for you and keep you in middle ground so you don't have a lot of blurring. It's very nice for that setting. The next one is TV, time value. You pick, which is shutter priority. You pick your shutter speed. The camera picks the lens opening, your semi-automatic, so you don't have to worry about setting everything. AV is aperture value. You pick your lens opening or the aperture. The camera will pick the shutter speed. So again, you're semi-automatic, but this is where you're going to figure out your blurred backgrounds, your clear backgrounds, how you want to handle that. Manual, you pick everything. You pick your ISO, you pick your lens opening, you pick your shutter speed, how you want it to be, how you want your image to be, so you can control all your lighting. Experiment with your modes. Try it. Come see me in class. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be adding more videos and things. And have fun playing with that camera. Thanks.